was good. Good. So I was watching the Lunchbox, which is a very, I would say it's a very interesting uh, channel. They just, talk about, other sports. They compare other sports to other sports like, is football harder to transition to than basketball, and then vice versa. They even do rugby, soccer versus the, you know, NFL and NBA. They even do. I haven't seen Major League Baseball yet. Um, Actually, I do. Yeah, there was the Major League Baseball versus, NFL. Now, I think for me, I play both. I was fortunate enough to play both. Um, Not simultaneously, but when the season ended, I switched to football, and when that ended, I switched back to basketball when it started up again. And I would say that for me, I would always give the nod to the NFL. Actually, I would always give the nod to the NBA because it's a longer season. Like, you can't predict, you cannot predict 82 games. You know, like playing, what was it now, 18? First it was 16. I think college still has 16. Now the NFL supposedly is trying to push it to 19. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like you really killing it. You really killing it. But first of all, okay, so for the NBA, their bodies can handle it because the NBA players do a lot of cardio, which the NFL do not. They could say, oh, we play in cold weather, we play in rain and snow. That has nothing to do with playing football. I mean, hell, don't we play out in the rain and in the snow in basketball too? I mean, I'm lost, you know, because every football fan want to put that aspect into it. They always want to put the needle into the, oh, we play in the weather, oh, we play in weather conditions. So do basketball players. Like, I remember I used to play in the rain a lot. Now, obviously, when it gets to, drizzle, and then I go outside, you know what I'm saying? But if it's like a little tiny rain, then, I'll go out, I'll still be outside playing, whether it was snowing. Like, I remember I used to go to Prospect Park. It used to snow a lot. But you know what? I would always go play basketball. So the weather element, like, come on. But I will say um, conditioning wise, we have that. Um, I don't know, it's just, I mean, the sports have changed so much over the years. It's like, damn, if Jordan, if Jordan's era had better equipment and better nutrition and do this and do that, have this and have that, I don't think it would have. I think a lot of players. I think a lot of players would have played longer. Obviously, Akeem did play longer. Jordan played longer. Kobe, Kai, Nash, Ray Allen. And you got these dudes that getting hurt left and right. You know what I'm saying? Um, they just don't care about their condition at some point. You know. The NFL has 3 men. The NBA have 12. You want to talk about revenue? Like, obviously, if you put baseball and basketball together, that's how massive that's how massive the NFL is in the United States alone. Now you have the NFL in Germany and in London and New Mexico. You know, they're trying to expand. Obviously, they're trying to copy off us, but it is what it is. They just don't have females basketball. That's never going to happen. I mean, you would have to, or not we, but they would have to invest thousands of dollars for females to play, for females to have a league of their own, which will never happen. So let me know what y'all think, man. Because I could go into it. I can go into it, but I'm just in the mindset of, like, basketball is basketball and football is football. You know? Like, I grew up watching basketball. I didn't watch football until, like, I was in middle school. Like, entering middle school. You know? Everything with me was just basketball. You know, I didn't have teams. You know, sure I watched basketball, football, but I didn't really have a team. It was just two teams going at it. I really didn't know, you know, what I was watching. But I was always a Knicks fan. Always. But my Knicks wasn't really good over the years. They really wasn't. So I had to switch. It's not like I had to switch, but I had to find another team to root for. You know, and I did my homework in all 32 teams. It's not like I just say, so I have 3 teams I have to pick. They all represent me for, you know. I wanted to go outside of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to have an NFL team that wasn't based on me. But me being a homer, I have that represent New York. Come to find out in high school, they don't really represent New York. They play in New Jersey. It's like, okay, so why do they call them the New York Giants then? If they don't play in New York, why don't they just call them the New Jersey Giants? And everybody just started laughing. And, you know, I mean, there's a lot of teams that don't play in their stadium, hometown. You know, like, do you think the Steelers really play in Pittsburgh? But there was just so much I had to learn from the NFL. It's crazy. But yeah, but I just think that the NFL, when you compare it to the NBA, it's totally different. You know, less preseason games. Before it was 5, I believe. Yeah, they had like 5 preseason games, and then I remember they cut it down to like 4, and now it's like 3. And I said that's not enough, because how many people are getting drafted? How many players are getting cut? How many players are getting picked up? You know, signed. Like 3 games is not enough to evaluate 400 players. Because imagine the Giants, Victor Cruz had this 1 good game against the Jets, and then we cut him. And then he goes to a random team and he does phenomenal. You know, that's why you need those 4 preseason games to see what you have. Because game by game, different. You're not going to duplicate what you did unless you're a rookie. But it's hard to duplicate what you did in the first preseason game because now you have to re-up it. Now you have to, set the bar, So, there's no walkthroughs anymore. There's no tour days anymore, So everything changed, from the way I watch it up until now. There's more betting involved. Teams are players are not really heavily sold on the players. They just want their parlays to hit, and most of them they don't even hit. Let's keep it a buck. Most of your parlays don't even hit. I be picking 6, 7. That's the max. Whatever platform you have, whether it's FanDuel, DraftKings, Underdog, Price Picks. The NFL has turned into more of a betting casino than an actual game. Like you used to sit down on a Saturday or Sunday and watch the NFL, the playoffs, whether it's the regular season. But now people don't even watch it. They only watch it if they parlay. And most of them don't even hit. That's why you either do 2 or 3 parlays and that's it. Because the chances of you hitting on a 4 is impossible. Something's gonna go wrong. If one goes wrong, I'm not saying that your whole parlay is gonna dip, but you're gonna lose some money. So let's say you pick all people, all 4 of them have to hit. I don't care if you do the flex or you do the standard. If you do the standard, all 4 of them have to hit or you lose everything. If you do the flex, 2 can hit and 2 can miss. You can still get some change back. But it depends on how much you put down. So, but back to the conversation. Like I said before, man, I think the NFL, I think the NBA gets the nod because it's not even close. You have the offensive line that literally does everything. You have the offensive line that open up the hole for a running back. You have the offensive line that blocks to give the quarterback time to throw. You have 3 units: defense, special teams, and offense. But rugby is a sport that I watched when I was in the 4th grade. I remember watching rugby because there was really nothing on, and it was a different type of sport. The ball can hit the ground, and you can still pick it back up and throw it. One person has 5 different jobs they have to do. Instead of just a wide receiver that just has to get open, do their route, whatever route that they have to do, they do it, whether it's a slant in the goal, a pitch, a curl, a fade, whether you play in a slot. Outside of blocking, obviously, because receivers hate to block. Not all, but some of them hate to block. The running back's job is either to do pass protection, to pick up the blitz, or they do a little chip where they chip the defensive line, where they chip either the linebacker or the defensive end, and the quarterback could just dump it off, and then he could just, make people miss and get you up. The tight end's job is basically the same thing as a receiver. You just do your route, get open, get the yards, move on. So it's really self-explanatory. Now basketball, you don't get no breaks. It's scoring offense, you have to get right back on defense. You have to guard all 5 positions. Point guard, small forward on small forward, shooting guard, power forward, center. Like LeBron can play in his prime and guard all 5 positions. Kawhi in his prime can guard all 5 positions. Now Travis Hunter is trying to break that mold, where this is the first time players play defense and offense. Obviously, he didn't really finish his rookie year because he got hurt. So hopefully, sophomore, he has a bounce back year. It's interesting who they're going to give their rookie of the year to. I don't know if Jackson Dart is qualified for it. He might probably win it. Who knows? But anyways, yeah, man. You have 82 games, 5 preseason games. You have the NCAA tournament, Cup tournament. You have the Cup tournament, and then you have the playoffs plus the NBA finals. It's just too much. Too much. I'm surprised they didn't do wrestling. Obviously they don't really consider wrestling a sport. But they still put their bodies on the line, just like how football players, basketball players, and baseball. I don't know how the hell you get hurt in baseball. I know if the ball hits you, I could probably see, but that's why you wear a helmet. But again, if the ball's going like 80 miles per hour, it's very hard to, stop that. You probably have to shield yourself. So once hit by that ball, your whole freaking shit is cracked. Hockey is another one. But yeah, man, just let me know which sport is harder, football or basketball.